Hiya, and welcome back to Lust Shards. The game that teaches us that the horse does not pass the vibe check. At all. Anyways, let's just hop right in. You walk up to the horse, his smile noticeably smaller than before. Walk out and close the door behind you. As soon as you leave behind the lush garden, your partner stops in place looking at the ground. Huh? Something wrong? About those personal questions earlier. I'm sorry again. I know I'm being a bit forward and you don't like to overshare. He ponders for a while, then shakes his head. It's not that. I just think a place more private would be better for spilled secrets and past mistakes. I'm not completely against spilling my thoughts if the right person is with me, but I have to be cautious about it. What do you mean exactly? Do you like to read, Cody? My second favorite activity. Bring your favorite book to this place. Notification with the message pings on your phone. And I'll bring mine. I'll give you a special private divination session. I feel like this is going to go horribly. Is my gut feeling correct? Shit. You probably find this strange, but I assure you, I have my reasons. He sounds nice. Will I ever go single stream without kicking my desk? Because I just kicked my desk. Again. No, that's the thing. I love this desk. I just keep kicking it. And I don't know why. All I did was scoot in, I hit it with my knee. He sounds sincere, apologetically so, and you swear you saw a blush across his face. Alright. Let me go grab it, then we can— Not we, only you. I'll wait for you when the sun sets. Okay, I know you like riddles and stuff, but this feels unnecessarily poetic. He doesn't respond, just chuckles and reaches for the side of your face, caressing the soft tufts near your cheeks. Something in his eyes, and the way he looks at you says just how fed up with your silliness he is, yet how much he loves it. The horse lets go and turns his back towards you. At sunset. The final reminder is unstoppable steps make their way further and further away, while you stand in place like a statue. A wide-eyed statue. Where, though? Ask him yourself! Ask him not yourself! He's walking away! Hey, right, Therium, where should we— Oh, wait, he texted me, duh. Fucking dumbass. Atop of the hill with a lone tree west of the academy. Huh. What? Now I know where, but don't know why. A divination session, he says. Guess I just didn't expect any of this. What did you expect? To spend more time together, I guess? Or for him to want to spend more time with me? I know. Why would he want to spend time with a loser like you? That is not what I was going to say. I think you're pretty neat for a mortal. You do? Why not? You're very normal, regular, plain, boring. None of those are compliments. In other words, you're safe. And your persistent horny state is definitely a bonus for a lust demon. I can get behind that, but Therium. Who know the other zone demons to battle? Like you? Much worse than me. So I'm just supposed to accept that my life is a K-drama. Over the top romance scenarios and mundane life turn into epic adventures? Sounds like something you'd love. You know me so well already that I can't even complain anymore. Trust me, I didn't. Now the question of the day, what do I do until the time comes? Ooh, or I could try to fight Dallin, Tate, and Aiden. I should take advantage of the people who want to be around me. Not in a bad way, though. Do you ever stop yapping? You can talk while walking, you know. Sorry, I'm just nervous and anxious, I guess. Strength doesn't seem that way. What do you mean? Your heart is not beating fast. In fact, it's slowing down a lot. I don't feel anything out of the ordinary. I think it should lay down. Lay down! Lay down! Now! Geez, alright if you say so. Are you service dog or something? You sit down on the pavement a block or two away from your dorm, sitting crisscrossed and watching the people walk through the street. My pants are going to be dusty now. It doesn't matter. I'm going... I'll need a shower anyway after... Oh, fuck. Slowly but surely, your eyes start to close against your will. Your head falls limp to your side while the rest of your body follows. Are you okay? Hello? 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 Hey! Did you hear what I said, you useless maggot? Scram! Next time we see you in our spot, you'll lose your other eye, too. Life just isn't fair sometimes. Please, I just want some food. Too bad! Should have taken care of your mommy and daddy better then. The streets aren't for you. He should go live in the woods. Yeah, maybe then he'd be useful as a fleshlight for those monsters. You're just straight up food. You're any better than monsters. Not everyone is treated equally by nature. Aren't people supposed to be able to Aren't people supposed to be above survival of the fittest? So why am I at the bottom of the food chain? Leave him alive. We'll find him again tomorrow. Naughty kids must be taught the lesson until they learn it. Remind me again, who are the monsters I should be afraid of? I think that was Therium's. You just changed your mind like that. Remind me again, who are the monsters I should be afraid of? What the hell are these dreams? Your eyes slowly open inside the familiar dorm while tears pour down your cheek. Hey, you're awake, and why are you crying? Did you have a nightmare? I think so. What about? I don't remember, but I felt like the world started to crumble for a minute. Did you happen to see it? No, sorry, I was locked out of this one. All I saw was the darkness from my special corner. How did I get here and what happened? Now that's something I can help with. Fell asleep spontaneously after that massage and the talk you had with the horse. Heart slowed down and your eyelids became heavy. It was like a factory reset. Don't ask how I know what that term means. Do you know why that would ever happen? Maybe you were much more exhausted than you thought, although I doubt that's it since I was feeling absolutely fine too. Doubt there's any poison or magic involved since, again, didn't sense any. The main explanation is that it must have something to do with our growing bond. Even more side effects? You said lust rushes would be the only ones. I didn't know all of the extra stuff either. You at least know how we got back to my dorm? Didn't get to see anyone too clearly. It was a small figure with a shaky voice, that's all I remember. Doesn't seem like they wanted to stick around, unless... You take a long look around the room through squinted eyes. What are you looking for? Maybe they're here, just invisible, or they are very small. Or maybe they left a note and left, dumbass. Nah, there's no way they... Oh, there is a note indeed. You dumbass! Oh my god. Don't question it. The note is folded neatly underneath a glass of water on the table. You now realize how dehydrated you are and thank the stranger silently while raising the glass and unfolding the paper. It reads... Hey, you passed out on the street and I took the liberty of bringing you back to your dorm. It wasn't too far away and your key with your room number was in your backpack. I hope that's not a problem. How would it ever be a problem? Thank you, kind stranger. Sure to drink water, have a snack, and sleep, and maybe visit a doctor. Yes, sorry I didn't see the massive toy at the bottom of your bag, and if you think I did, I certainly didn't touch it, I promise. God fucking damn it. It was Bean! It was Bean. The end screams that it was Bean. I need more Bean content. I genuinely need more Bean content. We need a Bean DLC. I will pay money for that. Just a DLC where you play as Bean. Can we get that? Developers, if you're seeing this, I don't know if you are. Can we get that? I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. But it would be great. Just playing as Bean. Oh, I think everyone would. Everyone would pay money for that. God fucking damn it. Keep a dildo in your backpack at all times. For emergencies. Slut. Don't judge me, I'm a victim. Who is that even from? Let's see, on the back maybe? Yep. Alphonse? Well, thank you again, Alphonse. Just pray I don't find a memory erasing machine anytime in the near future. Hey, look outside. What about it? It's beautiful. It's getting red. Yeah, that's what happens at Sunset Therium! Shit. What was it, a book? I need a book. But I didn't think about it enough. Am I going to be late? Maybe you can find a book underneath all of your theft toys. Zip it! It was Alvi. On one hand, yay, Alvi! But on the other hand, god fucking damn it, it wasn't Bean. I'm sad now. Purely because Bean. Please tell me Bean makes an appearance in all the routes, at least. Oh, Alvi saw everything. He saw everything. Spend the next 2 minutes frantically searching through your baggage, backpack, luggage, and even the internet, turning the room into a cartoon fight scene. No idea where we even found a stepping ladder to throw around and whose grandma that is. What? I'm sorry? A stepping ladder to throw around or whose grandma that is. Did we just take a random grandma off the street? Oh my god. We kidnapped someone's grandma. We're going to prison. In the end, you found a couple of worthy choices, which you laid down on the table. I don't even know what the task is. He just said he wanted my favorite book. What does a book have to do with divination anyway? Maybe it's for a book club? Maybe he's simply curious and it doesn't really matter what I choose. Maybe it was a trick question from the start? Let's see. Laconia Academy Student Handbook. The Philosophy of Monsters for Monsters. Or The Adventures of Firefly the Warrior Cat. We're doing Warrior Cats. Is that what you're choosing? Yeah, what do you think? No comment. No bitches. Let's go! I thought you busy pesky cat insulting me like that. That shower you've been hoping for will also have to wait. Dust off your clothes from sitting on the sidewalk earlier and put on some deodorant. Alright, I'm ready. You walk out the door confidently and lock it behind you. Small worries pass your mind with each step you take down the stairs. When the cool air of the evening atmosphere brushes your fur, as well as when you see the fiery sky, your worries grow, together with the speed of your steps. What a useful thing would be to know how to use all those bikes sitting on the side of the road or the front of renting shops. Instead, you'll have to be thankful for fast legs and weak lungs. I have to work out on more than just weight loss exercises. That's what happens when you put your looks above your health and performance. Step by step, the buildings are left behind and the big hill you agreed to meet the stallion on comes into view. Large trees standing tall on top of it, the reference point you've been told about, your destination. That run all the way from your dorm lasted less than 10 minutes, but you already regret it more than anything. The steep slope is bending your ankles and the smooth grass is not helping your scent much. Imagine if I'm not even in the right place. You want to kill me with laughter? At last, after another 10 or more agonizing minutes, the flat surface of the hill appears below your feet. A hill filled with wildflowers and a singular large tree with its thick branches low to the ground. That is not the specimen you're here to observe, except that he's not here. You scan the surface of the hill quickly, circling the tree's trunk and looking through the tall grass for a sliver of hope. Am I too late? No, you're just in time. The scenery is beautiful enough that it was worth the wait. Therium! In your tired and semi-panicked state, you didn't even think of raising your head. There, just about 2 meters high on a large branch surrounded by foliage, sits the awaiting stallion. His eyes calm, his pose collected. He looks comfortable in his own world. Sorry, I kind of passed out, but I'm here now and I brought the book. Should I join you up there? Do as you wish, my dear. We'd have a good time chatting. As long as we can hear each other, it's perfect. But sit down nonetheless. You seem exhausted. Think about just jumping on the branch below him, but it doesn't seem sturdy enough to hold you. Plus, you're a bit embarrassed to admit, but you're not the biggest fan of trees or heights in general. So you take a seat on the tree's trunk on the soft grass. It is surprisingly comfortable, thick weeds cooling off your bottom after the tiresome little journey. The view you see before you is definitely something to write home about. The busy town with the Academy's shadow looming over on one side, the vast blue ocean on another, and the thick, lush forest on another, complemented by the reds, yellows, and oranges of the sky. It's beautiful. That's why I chose this place. We're alone now, aren't we? Completely alone with nobody to distract us. You don't seem that way. You know well enough the stallion is not dumb in the slightest, so you let the silence after his deadpan responses linger for a moment longer. About the book. Let's hear it then. Your thoughts, your ambitions, your future. As you said, it's a divination session, isn't it? It will certainly dictate your future, but not in the way you think. And not because of a book. That's for my own entertainment and curiosity. My book is this! The Adventures of Firefly, the Warrior Cat. Is that a children's book? A young adult book, actually. Thank you very much. I just thought I'd bring a lighthearted book with me, one I enjoyed reading for the sake of reading. It is a little childish about the adventures of a little cat venturing into the unknown after his owners died, with no place in the world. Finds a gathering of his own kind and now has to prove himself worthy to be among them. Unfortunately, they all hate people, all except for him. Kind of turns into a little bit of horror when they plot to murder some people, but hey, that just proves that it's not for kids. I might have judged too hastily then. It truly tells a unique story. Not every book you read has to have deeper meaning after all. Exactly. Dumb entertainment is important. In any case, glad you shared your book with me. So what spell did you use? Spell? You know, for divination. Just something called logical analysis. Ah, so no magic? Trust me. Some people are easy enough to read without magic. Your response shows me enough. Right, in that case, what did you choose? I don't remember saying I'll bring my own book, yet you're holding what looks to be a book. Would you look at that? Must be fate. This isn't really a book, it's more of a diary. An incomplete one at that. The author died tragically before finishing it. Is that the original? No, I wouldn't dare touch the original. Did I just see something in my peripherals, or... But the writing holds true to it nonetheless. The transcriber has a good reputation around here. Why'd you choose it? Ironically... I hate the contents inside it more than anything. Almost every line clashes with my own ambitions and desires, and the writing itself is mediocre at best. You love and hate it at the same time? How does that work? I told you it's ironic. I suppose it's because it intrigues me. I am trying to understand what makes the writer such a beloved person. What about his views makes this diary so precious to some? Who's the author? Why, it's redacted, of course. You might be familiar. Stupid, infuriating, hideous smirk appears on his face, making your blood boil. No, it doesn't. What are you talking about? I don't think I've heard of them. The name itself kind of slipped my mind as he said it. It must still be a little tired. In the end, it is entertaining, and isn't that why we read books? Sure, information and knowledge is great, but if it provides zero mind stimulants, then what's the point? Was that a satisfactory answer? Definitely. Heard a lot of things about you with that one. Such as... Tells me you're way more open-minded than I thought, if you're willing to read and study something written by a person you openly dislike and don't agree with. Well, it tells me your empathy levels are through the roof. Hang on. Is that really your final takeaway? Only positive things? What about comparing it to an unreasonable obsession or calling me a masochist for angering myself with this kind of stuff? There are many bad takeaways from my words depending on who I speak with. There's no way you of all people agree with everything. We are way too different. You're right. I don't understand a lot of your ways. So why? You're giving me way too much credit. The simple answer is that I just don't care. I really don't care for our differences because just like you in the diary, it's fun to work through them. It's true, I don't know a lot about you, but I'm sure you must have some kind of dark, edgy secret beneath the skin, but for now, all I know is that I like you, so yeah, take that, I guess. The ultimate reasoning will always be, some things are worth fighting and hurting for, you know? Fine, you win. You weakened me enough. What's your question? Your eyes sparkle and your back straightens. At last, your long-awaited opportunity is presenting itself. Only have one chance, one question, one answer. Make it count. Who are you exactly? Yeah. From above you, a chuckle can be heard in the rustling of leaves as the stallion readjusts his position, preparing himself. You're not as goofy when the stakes rise high. You might just have hope in you. Have you heard of Eldor? It is a city in the kingdom of Lordana, correct? It was. Is it not anymore? But I read... It's all fake. Anything the media says about Lordana is either speculation or fabrication. Eldor is its prime example. The place is a ghost town. Few buildings remain standing, occupied by gangs, thugs, and thieves. No sane person lives there anymore. Of course, the name still stands on the map because the king wouldn't possibly allow the world to think his perfect paradise has problems. I'm assuming you were born there in Eldor. That would be my curse, yes. To be unfortunate enough to be born in a place plagued by war. Father died fighting in it, mother slain by it. And even the king claims it never happened. But hundreds of blown up buildings and thousands of lost souls would say otherwise. All that was left for me was to flee. What better place in the country that these useless people's conflicts never touched? The sheer density of Nightfallen keeps whole armies away. Without trained hunters and specialized equipment, a handful of demons are enough to wipe them out. Of course, there are downsides. You can't leave a barrier without the risk of being raped or on occasion even murdered, unless, of course, you have hunters by your side. However, that is the price you pay for peace. Hold up. These monsters, considered pests by most, are, in the end, the saving grace and the driving economy of the country. Nightfallen have shown me kindness. My kind have shown me horrors beyond belief. I am someone that knows the difference between bad and evil. While clutching the book in your hands, a drop of crystal clear liquid splatters on top of it. Is it starting to rain? Of course not, you knew that already. It was a tear, replaced quickly by laughter. You know, it's funny. Only about 4 people know about my past, and now you're the 5th. Can't even wrap my head around how we got here. Wasn't in my plans to tell you all that. For years, I've been trying to find my purpose, to find ways to achieve my own personal agenda. And I thought the impossible was about to become reality. I'll finally do something other than sulk for the first time in over 2 decades. But I wasn't good enough, apparently. What about you? What's so special about you? Okay, Light. Hold up. I think it might be on your end. Maybe. Hang on. Shit. Hold on. We're fighting technical issues right now. There we go. Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. Technical issues happened. He asks with a hint of venom in his voice. Not much. Not compared to you, at least. My sorrows do not make me special, and neither do my talents, which will probably surpass in a matter of years or less. I doubt I'll ever get close to your level. Come on, are you playing dumb on purpose now? You summon my own pet out of my own crystal better than I can. And you've never even summoned before. You didn't even know the difference between the types of gems, or even the price of a Nightfallen. How can you hunt them when you don't even know their worth? So give me a reason. Some information. Anything. There must be something worthwhile about you. I guess, well, my dad left when my sister was born, if that counts for anything. He chuckles again. It is pretty funny compared to your life, I admit. I know that much. That's not why I'm laughing. It's not your fault you grew up privileged. Having everything handed to you on a platter. Energy manipulator. Looks at the darkening sky contemplating. We are so very different, Cody. And yet, you're so much like the author of the diary that I can't help but be intrigued. Although angry at the same time. I'm a summoner that refuses to kill Nightfallen. That's not normal. That's not what a good summoner does. I want to stand on the sidelines, become a defender. So many times people have told me to join the defenders, but I don't want to just not participate in the problem. I want to solve it. It might not be a good time or the answer you're looking for at the moment, but that seems impossible. You can't change the core of the world, can you? He looks down at you with a frown on, which starts to soften as he meets your eyes. I can't. Not anymore. But that won't stop me from trying. The more I think about it, the more I realize that perhaps it's for the best. I'm not sure I follow. You'll understand. In time. The future's still yet to be determined. If not even a divinator can see my future, then I'm in rough waters, huh? You like surprises, don't you, Cody? As long as they're good surprises. But that takes away half the fun. I think it just turns into gambling with extra steps. Gambling with fate, the most beautiful thing to witness as a divinator. Last few nightfallen creatures around him turn into smoke, along with the diary, and the stallion jumps down beside you. Our conversation was eye-opening for sure. I just have to figure out if the image before me is ugly or not. I'm sorry for making you cry, but I appreciate the honesty, more than you know. Opening me up like that the way you did is turning out to be more troublesome than I thought, I admit. Hard decisions are foreseen in the near future. Thank you for your answers as well. For now, it's goodbye. That was something. Okay, I'm starting to like Therium. Obviously not Stan. We don't stan him. He still isn't passing the vibe check. However, I am starting to like him as a character. Sorry, but I got major late series Shinji Ikari vibes. And that is not a good thing. That is not a good thing. With the wind playing through his mane and the setting sun turning his silhouette dark crimson, takes the first steps down the hill, leaving you alone with your thoughts. One thought being the loudest. Scribbles? I need you to fetch me something pronto. I read your mind, literally, I'm on it. You run after the stallion who moves painfully slow with his hands in his pockets and head kept down. Therium, wait up! Turns his head surprised and halts. One last thing since we're parting ways. Take out a beautiful half-bloomed blue rose and hand it to him. Real rose, a rose which the setting sun is forcing to close. Figured it's my turn to be a bit of a flirt even if it's not my style. Why are you doing this? Surprise turns to anger, then sadness, and finally acceptance in a matter of seconds. Remember what you said back then? A real rose for when we say goodbye? This is the first time we're saying goodbye since I came here. Well, other than yesterday evening. But you know what I mean. You even remembered that little thing. He scoffs and accepts the flowers with shy hands brushing against your fingers. Grabs the flower bud close to its base, sniffs it from a distance, the fragrance being strong enough to notice even from where you're standing, then gently breaks the head from its stem, placing it into a summoning pouch. Be a bit disappointed by that if you didn't know just how important a summoner's pouch is to them. His faint smile fades as his next words are spoken. Cody, remember how I flirted with you uncomfortably obvious at times? Many times, in fact. Yeah. I don't mind. I actually kind of liked it if that's what I want you to forget about all about that. Oh. You deserve better. And thanks. You gave me a lot to think about. This time, as he turns around and walks away, his steps are more rapid and head kept higher. It could be an attempt to hide his emotions, or maybe you really did make him feel better. I don't know. I feel like I completely killed him today. Why do you say that? Ever since... Sorry, just a sec. I don't want to have to narrate you leaving this place, though. Can you do it while explaining whatever you're about to explain? Oh, okay, sorry. I was saying, ever since you got that call earlier, you seemed sad. Or angry? Gave me that invitation and made me bring a book. I thought we'll have a great time talking about them. Then we'll give each other questions about our personal lives in a place that nobody was around to hear, but I guess I underestimated what personal means to others. What did that mean to you? Nothing. Literally nothing, or barely something. The personal stuff is usually the embarrassing things that happen to me and family issues. And half the things he said, he was obviously in turmoil, but what exactly about? Maybe his dead parents, their home country plagued by war? No, it's not that. It had something to do with me. He's just jealous of your abilities, duh! That is also not it. How can he be jealous when I displayed almost no skills? He must know something I don't. Something about me. About my energy powers, maybe? Or even about... Ugh, not that deep. Maybe he's just a bad person. Did you think about that? Many people put on a faith and it turns out they're evil pieces of shit. And your attitude... Oh, here we go. You don't like him, do you? I don't hate him. But you dislike him? No comment. Everyone wants to give me a migraine these days. People's emotions really are way too complicated. Cody! 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 Speaking of headaches, come back, you filthy fucking slut! Huh. Your mind automatically censored the extra bad no-no word. Neat. I'm sorry. I thought that said fucking. What does it say? What? The fuck? Come back, you filthy slut. Huh, your mind automatically senses the extra bad no-no words. Neat. Our purple cat from earlier comes running up to you while screaming at the top of his lungs, turning heads as he passes. Jumps in your arms and immediately gets behind you, using you as a meat shield against the approaching fuming tiger. Accept your fate and die! I didn't see anything! Lies! What is happening? Cody, please get out of the way. I need a clear view of his throat. Go deep, throw yourself! I do want to protect Tate right now, but at the same time, this is amazing. Covers his own mouth, fearing for his life. Whatever he was going to say, he realized he better not. It's not up to me to move. He's just kind of manhandling me around. He's extremely strong for a twink. Guys, come on. You're gathering eyes upon you and you're scaring Cody. Very much so. He's my best friend. You have to protect me, Cody. We've only interacted like 4 times in total. Why do you want to kill him anyway? Let's just say he saw something he shouldn't have. Talon saw it too. He was with me. You know Talon didn't see shit, so stop lying. Aiden. Whatever Tate saw, I'm sure he wouldn't tell anyone, right? Yes, I promise. That is not good enough. I need to make sure the tongue and fingers have to go for starters. Look, why can't we make a compromise? You already know my biggest secrets, and now I technically know yours. Allegedly, so we blackmail each other. Isn't that enough? I do have your biggest secret in my claws since I helped you with it. It's true. That can't be a good compromise. Better than manslaughter anyways. Why didn't you say anything sooner? I was too busy running for my life. Finally, the cap feels slightly more secure and lets go of your shoulders. His claws leaving small holes in your shirt. Sorry, Cody. They've been like this all day and they refuse to tell me what these secrets of theirs are. It's for your own good. Actually, it's for ours. You're too obedient, Dylan. That's a good trait to have, isn't it? I love obedient boys. See? Ew. 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 Not that way. Anyway, after so much running around, I need some good food. Table for 4, here we come. Good God. You take a metal tray and start to fill up with whatever the cooks have made for tonight. And for tonight, dozens of stir-fried dishes from chicken, pork, or beef to veggies, seafood, and all different types of noodles. Take a little of everything in a bowl of egg drop soup to balance everything out. You realize it until now, but you're on the verge of starvation, having only eaten breakfast. You follow the other 3 guys to an empty table and sit down. Their earlier conflict quickly disappears and they start laughing amongst themselves like friends. Well, the cat and the wolf are laughing while the tiger is barely chuckling. This new friendly vibe will make you forget about him, but a simple thought is enough to sour your face as you look at your reflection in the silver spoon. The cat is the first to stop the jokes. Hey, something wrong! Why the long face? Talking of long faces, where's Therium? Weren't you hanging out with him earlier? Oh, did he have something to do with it? Well, yes and no. You guys are kind of right before. He's weird. Not necessarily in a bad way, but weird for sure. I just didn't really know how to read him. Fucking hell, he didn't break your heart already, did he? That's it. I'll kill him. Sit down, Avenger. You've broken 10 times more hearts than he ever did. Please don't. He really didn't do anything. I mean, it's not like we were together or anything. I literally met him yesterday. So, I met Chelsea on day 1 and we'll be best friends until the end of time. Yeah, and Aiden meets a guy on the first day then sends them to the hospital the same day. Continue like this and I'm not helping you anymore. Makes a zip-up motion on his mouth. What we're trying to say is that time is irrelevant. Starting something is always the most complicated part. Ending them is easier. You only live once after all. It is the experience you share together that matter. Can't believe you two have similar views on relationships to some extent. The tiger shoots him an ugly look. And that's not an insult, just an observation, I swear. I agree with them. It's better to regret a relationship than to regret missing out on one. I thought you didn't like Therium that much. I don't have to be in love with him to tell the truth. Can't have a broken heart that easily, can I? I mean, sure, I didn't even know I liked him this much before. By before, I mean minutes ago, actually. Love is weird. Sometimes it's just lust disguised as something more. Or admiration. Or pity. But you won't know unless you dive in. So you're saying I should just go for it? We're saying you have to make up your mind now and come up with a reasonable response now. And throughout your journey, you'll find out if that answer was correct. Or if you were meant to die alone surrounded by cats. I volunteer if anything. So do you like him now? Butterfly lazily flies in through the window and lands on your shoulder. Do I? Is this where we split off to go to Alvi? Oh, okay. Wait. I am lost. Because I know Alvi has a route. I don't know how to access it. Said we had to go through Therium's route. I'm assuming this is where it splits off. I feel like I need to create a save. I have no clue what the fuck is going on. Okay. Thank you for clarifying. So we need to complete Therium's route, which is like 2 more days of content. Like, not stream-wise, I mean like literally in-game days. Which is 2 more in-game days of content, and then we get to Alvi. Then we get to do Alvi. I'm assuming there's like a weird trigger thing. I'm just trying to understand this. Like I said, I'm trying to understand this. But do we love Therium? Now that I think about it, yes, I think so. For so many reasons, yes. Yay! Yay! Damn it! I mean, yay! That settles it. I'll think about what I should do. And if by any chance he rejects you and you don't hit it off and things become awkward and he hates you forever, this better lead somewhere. Do you have any plans for tomorrow's pair battles? I forgot about those for a while. I'm not exactly sure about my strategy or who I'll even be with. Do you have any suggestions? Personally, I'm taken. We already registered, so as much as I'd want to, I can't go back. I could get rid of my partner if you're in need of a pair. I'm your partner! As I said, easy to dispose of. I think I'll pass. I'll be fighting alongside another first years, but maybe you could set him up with Monty, Aiden? Not a chance. Is he still in the hospital? Yep. What happened to him? Chelsea! That doesn't tell me much. In any case, is it bad if I stay out of the battles? You could, but it's so much fun, you can't just stay on the sidelines. And it's a good time to show off. Might impress some teachers, classmates, or even the headmaster. Don't always go alone. It's not against the rules, but highly unlikely you'll win. Teamwork is better than personal strength. Not if the opponent is someone like you, Dylan. Come on, I'm not that strong. Sure, like, you couldn't destroy the whole town in one move if you wanted. Haima and Marina can do that too. That's scary. You continue eating while being amazed at these people's abilities, making you feel more and more insecure with each passing word. With your trays empty and stomach full, you part ways with the three men for some hearty goodbyes and walk towards your dorm. The moons are out already, illuminating your path alongside the scarce street lamps, and the evening's air has lost a couple of degrees since you entered the cafeteria. It isn't too late, but your eyes are already beginning to close on the way, hoping and praying you won't pass out like earlier. The familiar stone stairs make a satisfying stomping noise beneath your feet with a light echo. You open the door to the dorm building and walk up what feels like an infinite number of stairs. The desire for an elevator is almost as strong as the one for a soft bed. You unlock the door and step inside, not bothering with the lights. Are you going to Thawer? I feel sticky and filthy. Do I have to? Yes! I'm not sleeping like this! Don't you feel my fatigue, too? My standard, they're keeping my head leveled and my wit sharp. What the hell are you saying? Get up and go wash yourself! Fine! You begrudgingly take off your clothes one by one and throw them onto the bed, stepping into the shower already naked. The shower is still missing its head, but other than that, everything looks great, and they even have their own shampoo and soap brands ready for you, as well as a nice towel. So if the water's hot, well, except for the fact that it feels like being hosed down with, well, a hose because of the missing shower head, the water feels nice on your skin as it soaks into your fur. The relief and relaxation that comes over you almost instantly, clearing your mind with each passing second and with each square inch of fur getting wet. Certainly don't regret listening to a certain demon inside your head, for once. Your sleepiness slowly fades, not completely, but enough to make way for extra thoughts of that annoying stallion that just won't go away whenever you close your eyes. No, not annoying, I'm mistaken. It's my fault for falling for free people so easily. Yet you can't stop imagining him naked here with you in the tower. I can't control my mind, it's not like it's lying, I'm just confused right now. Can I be honest? Are you going to say something mean? No, yes. Just spit it out. I don't understand what you see in him. Like, at all. How do I put it? He's hot. So incredibly hot. I don't even know how hard it is to contain my emotions when I see those muscles, that smirk, those eyes, that bullet. Trust me, I know. He's nice. He's very nice. Ever since I met him, he did absolutely nothing to make me uneasy. He was nothing but helpful and supportive so far. He's... Do we have to do all of these? Extremely smart, cunning, and foxy in a way. The way he speaks and walks is so sophisticated. I can kind of see that. He's unique. A unique guy. Incredible reason. He has something about him that I never saw in anyone else before. New type of mental illness discovered, I guess. Is it even worth to continue with you? He's just my type. My type for sure. Smart, kind, mysterious, hot, and talented. There's also the size difference. See, you get it. Hardly. What else? Let's see. I get it. I don't need any more excruciating details. You asked for it. No, I simply stated that I don't understand, not that I want an explanation. Congrats, you bummed me out. Just get out of the tower before I have to narrate how you got a boner and jerk off thinking about him. Did you have to mention it? Ugh, here we go again. These recent thoughts of the stallion made your blood rush downwards, creating a big problem you have to take care of. I gotta cut that out. You decide to step out of the shower and dry off before anything more can happen. Again. Since you're alone, clean and naked, you decide to get another covers as is. And with sleep nowhere to be found. Hope you're not just trying to say the shower took the tiredness away, because it absolutely was your own horniness that did it. I'm not pointing fingers. I'll try to close my eyes and hope I pass out. These are going to be awake for at least a couple minutes. Let's discuss. So, what's your plan for tomorrow? Good point. That's something you might want to think about. Yes, the plan, let's hear it! Best course of action would probably be to take my heart in my hands and just ask him on a proper date. No, dumbass, for the battles! Who are you pairing with and how do you plan on winning? Oh. Don't know and don't know. Are you going to stay out just like that? No, I can't. I'm a recommended student after all, even if there's not much for me to show off. So, yes, battle? Ugh, but I don't want to have my face shoved in the dirt. That would be even more embarrassing than not participating. Beg. Excuse me? Beg for my help and I'll help you. I didn't even ask for your help in the first place. What makes you think I'll beg? Come on! Just because no magic rules forbid you from lying doesn't mean I can't smell bullshit. Dude, I want to make you stronger overnight. You can do that? Overnight? Yep, with very little effort, in fact. How? Little demonic. It's a little demon magic, and I was trying to figure out if you're worthy of it or not. And I am. Oh, no, not even a little. But I feel so bad for you that I'll still share it with you, if you beg. Demon magic. Fine. Scribbles, please. No, properly, on your knees. Are you serious? I'm literally heartbroken. Have some mercy for God's sake. I kneel to no false gods, but mortals do in times of need, so come on, hurry up, mortal. Besides, heartbroken is a strong word for what you're feeling, not to stir that pot again. Yee, good boy! Place one knee down, then the other, slowly, grumpily, as if a heavy weight impairs you, then start your begging chant. I beg of you, oh powerful demon inside my head, please give me the power to be less than useless and defeat my foes. Huh, that was certainly better than I thought. Alright, I'm satisfied, nice job. Here's the deal. The fact that you can already summon small nightfall is great, but you'll need much more than that. So help with a little boost. We go at midnight. Where exactly? I wasn't just a powerful demon, I was a rich one. Some of my old toys from my treasury are still on campus, and it just so happens to know how to get to them. But you must not be seen. I don't need just any random idiot to know about my place. Stealth missing. That's why I'm midnight. I'm underestimating how bright and busy a town like this can be at night, but fine, I'll get behind that. Should I set an alarm? Yeah, I'll wake you up. Hope that won't be proven a problem. Why'd you say that? 'Cause I'm kind of getting super tired again. Kind of feels like earlier today, and great. We're gonna leave off here tonight. Stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.